Hello, Groveland Township. Today we have some guests with us. We're going to talk about an organization most people refer to as Olhsa, O-L-H-S-A. And with us are four guests that are associated with the organization: Pauline, Bernice, Jan, and Risa. And what I'd like to do, Pauline, I wonder if first you could maybe explain to the residents who might not know what that acronym stands for and a little bit about the programs themselves.
All right. Oakland Livingston Human Service Agency is the name of our agency. It's a community action agency serving Oakland and Livingston counties since 1964. Private, nonprofit agency, a large variety of human services agency has grown to include dozens of programs and partners, all centered around empowering people and changing lives for the better. Last year, we helped over 114,000 people. Our main funder is Area Agency for the Aging, 1B, and other funders in the area.
That's pretty interesting, Pauline. Can you give us a little more detail about some of the human services that you provide in your organization?
Sure. The criteria is simple for most of our programs. Low-income persons with disabilities and seniors are helped. Human service means helping people. Free preschool, some weatherization help to control utility bills, savings plans for families to pay for education, emergency utility assistance, food assistance, and much, much more.
So you're out there serving people and all of their needs under one basic roof. It's a pretty big job to take on.
Yes, it is. It is a big job. Luckily, in the nearly 50 years, we have gotten very efficient at doing things well. We now have the Welcome Center approach.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that Welcome Center approach and what it does?
The Welcome Center approach change the care we give our clients. Most people will come in with one need they know they have, as utility assistance, for example, but when they leave, it is much, much more. Many don't know we offer food and other basic needs.
With me now is Bernice Riggs. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about your story.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. As it's already been established, my name is Bernice Riggs. I happen to live in a HUD subsidized apartment, one of the Presbyterian villages of Michigan. A few years back, unfortunately, I met with some major health problems. Fortunately, that was when my association with Olhsa began. They came to me and helped me in every way they could. They saw to it that my apartment was cleaned, that someone came to check on my meals, made sure that I was taking my meds right. They were just there to help in every way they could. As I began to heal, I thought I was on the right track, but as you know, with any illness, sometimes you step backwards a bit, and that's what happened to me. Olhsa did not desert me. They stayed with me, saw that I got the safety devices that I needed for my high blood pressure, safety devices to make sure I stayed on my feet for my osteoporosis. I mean, they cared and they were there. They had one characteristic about them that's wonderful. They treat you as a member of their family. A lot of seniors don't have that, so it certainly does help. I don't mean to imply that this is just a seniors program. It's not. It's for anyone who needs help. They don't establish it as an age thing. It doesn't matter about your race, your religion. They're going to be there for you. Perhaps, you know, it's a young couple with children and they can't heat their home. Well, Olhsa's going to be there to see that that family is not in a cold home or apartment for the winter. They're also going to see to it that if they need food, they find a way to get that food for that family. They're also going to make sure that if they need transportation to get to the doctor, or if they're on dialysis, they can't wait and say, I might go tomorrow. They see to it that they do their best to find some form of transportation. They're a wonderful organization who's done much for many, including myself. So all I can say is thank you very much, Olhsa, and I hope you'll be there forever. Good health, everybody.
Well, Bernice, that's a wonderful story. Thank you for sharing that with all of us.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that was really some story. I mean, I'm impressed by the heartfelt emotion that was in that. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more, though, about the weatherization program.
The weatherization program is an important program to our agency. Weatherization is a federal program that lets us locally make energy-efficient upgrades to the home of low-income and fixed-income people. Typically, utility bills increase by 15 to 30%. After weatherization, that leaves More money for necessities like food, medicine, and using less energy is better for the environment too. Risa Hamilton can tell you about her experience with weatherization. Risa?
I have written down some of my thoughts on this because I didn't want to miss telling you anything. It was an excellent experience. I was able to receive assistance with insulation in my home that I wouldn't have been otherwise able to afford. I believe that I have been, and through the winter will be able to increase my energy consumption by about 30%, decrease. From beginning to end, it was a painless endeavor. I was treated with a great deal of respect. It was reassuring that the people that came out to do the initial inspection and later the actual work were contracted through the Oakland Livingston Human Services Agency. As a senior citizen, I am always concerned about the people that I let into my home, but in this case there was no need for worry. The crew that came to do the work were very effective, efficient, and polite. They did everything they could to make sure I was satisfied with the job and kept me appraised of what they were doing the entire time. They were very considerate of my home, and by the time they left, you couldn't even tell they had been there. The follow-up call from Olhsa was very professional. They wanted to make sure that I was satisfied with the work and also ask if there was anything else they could do for me. All in all, I'm very happy with what they did for me and appreciate the savings that I will be able to experience in my energy cost.
Well, this is really an impressive story. I think both you and Bernice are pretty good examples of the kind of work that Olhsa does and the benefit that they can have, and not only the short-term fixes, but some long-term benefits as well. So thank you very much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Well, those were wonderful stories, Pauline. I wonder if you can tell some of the people in the area the other wonderful programs that are available through Olhsa.
Well, one of our biggest focus areas is Holly in our senior program. We support thousands of seniors in 2 counties. Last year we provided 21,000 seniors with devices and services. Home injury control is one of those programs. It is available to adults ages 60 and up who live in Oakland County and Livingston County. The program allows them to receive safety devices for their homes, such as tub mats, handheld showers, raised toilet seats, and many other devices that a senior might need. Not only do the devices come free of charge, but the program also delivers and installs the devices too.
So there are a lot of these extra programs that are available for seniors then.
There are. Of course, we do ask for a donation gracefully if the senior can afford it.
Well, wonderful. That sounds pretty great. I think many people these days want to stay in their home. They realize that the long term they're better off if they stay in their home. And what you're really trying to do is help make it more affordable for them to live on their own and do it in a more cost-effective manner. These are wonderful programs that help a lot of people. Pauline, why don't you elaborate on a few more of those programs that you think people might like to use?
I will. Thank you, Bob. Yes, quite a few Olhsa programs help seniors. Seniors can also apply for food assistance to Olhsa and a variety of other things. We do have commodity food programs for seniors. One more program I'll mention in detail is to help seniors in the chore program. This program eligible seniors who are 60 years of age and older, and we offer various types of home and yard work. It's great for those who want to stay in their homes but can no longer maintain their yards and homes without a little help. Service includes lawn mowing every other week, snow removal of 2 inches of snow or more, and minor home repairs.
I think these are great programs. That the real benefit is it does help somebody with the ability to stay in their home, and ultimately I think that's not only psychologically beneficial for them, but it's probably more cost effective with just a little help to be able to stay in their own home.
It does. And people who don't have a lot of family around or their family is out of town, it gives them security.
Okay. Excellent. Well, we have another story to share, I think, with people,
We do.
don't we? I wonder if you would be willing to share your story with the residents.
Yes, and I have been a volunteer in the Holly Olhsa office with Pauline for over 10 years. I started volunteering in the commodity food program and quickly realized that there were many people who really needed help with their personal and household needs to make their daily living better. I am proud to be able to offer the Olhsa services to the community, either in person or by phone, that will help the people live more safely in their home.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate the efforts of people like you to be volunteers and help in these programs. Is there any other points you wanted to make?
Well, it's just a very rewarding, fulfilling to be part of the Olhsa.
And I'm sure that you can always use more volunteers in the program, right?
We certainly can. And we help to make a person's life easier to live in their own homes, and that is important
Yes,
as they
it is.
grow older.
And I know those folks appreciate it, and we do too. So
Thank you.
if you're interested in being a volunteer, there's also a good reason to contact Olhsa.
Definitely, they can use all the help they can get.
Well, Pauline, that was some very interesting insight into not only the volunteer aspect of the organization, but some of the really heartfelt stories of people that have benefited directly from it to give the residents here an idea of the kinds of programs you can provide. Is there anything else you wanted to add at this stage?
Yes, I will, but I also wanted to say that volunteers are very, very important to an organization, nonprofit organization. So if anyone has any interest in it, they should look into it because it's very, very gratifying. I'll expand a little on what Jan told us about her work in Holly especially. When I mentioned the Welcome Center model, one of the features is that we can take care of clients anywhere now. We've recently expanded the Welcome Center to our Holly office. This office is located at 201 Elm Street. On Thursdays with an appointment, you can get full needs assessment we talked about earlier. You may be eligible for the programs that you originally thought you were not eligible for. Every little bit helps, and tools and resources to help you are always free. To make an appointment, call 248-209-2600. Again, call 248-209-2600.
Okay, well, this has been very interesting. I know for me, I think it's given me a much better understanding of Olhsa and what you can do.
Thank you.
And you've elaborated on the volunteer aspect as well as most of the programs that are available. And if the residents have additional questions, there's a number that will be running across the screen. They should feel free to contact you, and if possible, see about a needs assessment program there.
Okay.
Are there any final comments you wanted to make about the organization before we wrap up?
Yes, there is. As a private nonprofit organization are essential to keeping our programs running. If you like what you heard today, please visit www.olsa.org, www.olsa.org, to help us change lives. There is so much we offer, and there is so much you can do if you get involved with us. We're online on Facebook and Twitter as well. Each little thing you do to help our community, especially by our clients in need, and our clients in need are very important to us, and we all enjoy what we do at Olhsa, helping people and changing lives. Thank you.
I want to thank you and the ladies for coming today. I think this is a good bit of information for everybody in our community to know about. It may not be something that you personally need, but you might know of another individual in the community that could use a hand now and then. And this is a wonderful organization in our area that can provide benefits and help a lot of people. So until the next video, Groveland Township, I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember Olhsa. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure.